Scott Ritter, former Marine officer, former United Nations weapons inspector, a man who knows more about war than almost anybody else on the planet, certainly anybody else that's active in public life, trying to warn people of the very real dangers of the situation we are now in. I'm glad to say he's with us now. Scott, let's talk, if we may, about, first of all, what happened before moving on to what might happen next. If you would describe for us, with your peerless experience, what happened in the Iranian attack on Israel last night?
Well, simply put, what happened is that the Iranian government has established a publicly discernible policy on deterrence. They have let Israel know, and not just Israel, they have let the United States and every other nation within missile range know that there will be a heavy price to be paid if you attack Iranian soil. That Iran will not tolerate the kind of attack that took place on the 1st of April, where Israel attacked the Iranian consulate in Damascus. And I believe Iran is also putting a marker on the table that says Iran will no longer tolerate the kind of actions such as the assassination of nuclear scientists on its soil by Israel in the past. This will not be tolerated. That in the future, if you choose to attack Iran, Iran will retaliate, and they will retaliate with the kind of force that cannot be interdicted and the kind of force that will destroy that which is seeking to destroy. Now, the Iranians were very clever in creating this posture, in that all they had to do was show a proof of concept. I think a lot of people were saying, well, they didn't destroy an airfield, they didn't destroy an Israeli headquarters, they didn't kill hundreds or thousands of Israelis. They weren't intending to. They were simply letting the Israelis and the Americans know that we have the capacity to destroy an airfield. All the Israelis have to do is look at a map, look where the Iranian missiles hit, and understand that the Iranians hit that which they were aiming at, and there was nothing Israel could do to stop those missiles from reaching their target. And Israel is the most heavily defended airspace in the world, with the most sophisticated anti-missile technology deployed in depth, and they couldn't stop the Iranian missiles. So the signal to the United States, which lacks this comprehensive air defense umbrella over its installations in the Middle East, is there too, but for the grace of God go you, if you choose to attack us or facilitate an Israeli attack. So this was, I call it one of the greatest military demonstrations in modern history, because by doing what they did, Iran not only put Israel into check, but believe it or not, they have created a foundation for peace and stability in the Middle East by eliminating from consideration options that Israel and the United States may have been considering down the road, such as a preemptive strike against Iranian nuclear facilities or a punishing attack against the Iranian regime. The United States and Israel now on notice that if they attempt to do something like that, the price they will pay will be prohibitively high. In the case of Israel, it might be terminally high.
آنچه در مورد ما میگویند